right? Yeah, that's the average person, all right? Read the part back again. It said like most other systems in the body, you don't notice it or maybe even know about it until there's a problem, all right? You know, and sometimes you know you go to something is wrong, and you know you go to the doctor, they don't even tell you about these things, all right? I basically learned about dopamine from brothers, all right, you know, and then I researched it, from self, you know, and then found out certain other things about it. But there were so many, crack addicts and whatever else addict is out there, and I've never heard of the term, dopamine being associated with this person, all right? And the thing about addiction is that dopamine actually is like the major cause of it, because all right, when I read down here, it's gonna explain it. But basically, your dopamine senses is be so high that it's now destroyed. All right, like since I was a child, I used to hear this saying that ain't no high like the first high. All right, you know, because when you do certain things, the first dopamine rush, all right, it feels real good, and each time, just try to, these addicts just try to get back the same dopamine release, all right. They call it high, but you know if you want to say the scientific term, all right, or a better term for it would be, a dopamine release, all right. And does ease off for you, all right, does ease off for you, you know, playing tricks with words, all right, and not really getting into, not really sharing knowledge, you know. Esau born a lot of books, all right, and he has a lot of information stored away just for a selected group of people, you know, you know, this fella had to be destroyed, all right. But yeah, as I was saying, all right, this society exposed persons to so much pleasure that it destroys their dopamine senses, you know, all right. So now these people don't have any drive for anything other than pleasure. All right, you know, there's a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect to everything. All right, the most I give Esau the knowledge, of the way the dopamine senses work. All right, so that he could use it against, some of you jakes. All right, reading on, it says dopamine basics. It's made in the brain through its two-step process. Blah blah. There was one. mm, yeah. So I just bumped around a little bit more in this article, right? Um. So yeah. Hey. Too much dopamine, right, or pleasure could actually lead to, cause of mental health disorders, right? That's why you see these crack addicts, all right? These different addicts, they be bugging out, all right? And that's why, these people, a lot of these people that we see around us, they're actually bugged out, right? They don't know what the fuck they be talking about, all right? They just want to get high. They just want to feel good, all right? You know, they don't give a fuck about anything else other than feeling good, all right? Because, Esau destroyed the dopamine senses, all right? Now they get such a high tolerance to pleasure that it will take a great amount of pleasure to make them feel good, all right? You know, like you see, these niggas be um renting out a whole arena, you know, for a woman, all right? Those where the dopamine senses is at now, all right? You know, so yeah, all right. You see these niggas be spending, so much on a woman just to keep them satisfied, all right? You know, because regular, there used to be a time when you could, just take a woman on a date and have a good conversation, and that alone would make her feel good, all right? But that's not where we at right now. you know, that's not where we at right now. Like the Jamaican has said, you know, that's not where the thing that, all right? You know, so these hey, dopamine plays a very important, a very big, I should say, a very big role in a person's life. All right, and Esau just understand the way it works and is using it against um a lot of people. All right, you know, especially these women. You know, especially these women. All right, but there's that scripture that says uh she that liveth in pleasure, all right, she's dead while she liveth, all right, you know, and that's why to be honest, all right, a lot of these women cheat, all right. That's one of the reasons to, first and foremost is according to prophecy, all right, because the scripture did say our wife shall be arless in the street, all right, talking about you Israelite women, so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, all right. But like I said, there's a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect to to everything. All right, because why? You know, getting a new sexual partner. You know, let's be honest. It's be exciting. All right, it's be exciting to get a new sensation. All right, a person with some new moves. All right, you know, all right. So and that should be trapping a lot of these women. All right. All right. So let me read this again. This is Titus chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh. All right. Let me read a little bit more on this.